Which position most helped you to be where you are now?
Direct and database marketing. The head of direct and database marketing for Compaq when I worked for Compaq. It taught me a disciplined approach. It taught me the numbers. It taught me how to market to customers in a completely different way. And most importantly, it set the basis for me to understand how technology impacts the customer. No question about it. It was absolutely the best training that I've ever had. And it's been consistent through every single iteration of things that we're going through even today with social media. It all comes back to the numbers and being able to understand those numbers. And so I've been fortunate that was the one thing that I think has helped me the most.
Do you see behavior patterns?
Oh, yeah. I can get to a point now where I can now start to predict for every dollar that we spend how much revenue we're going to bring in. Okay. That's an incredible insight that helps you with a number of different things. One, gives you credibility across the company. Number two, it helps you predict your goals and be able to meeting your goals. Mm-hmm. Number three, it's all about sales. I mean, as much as everybody wants to talk about marketing and social marketing and PR and database marketing and all the different things that you do around marketing, at the end of the day, marketing is about selling stuff. That's all it is. It's just selling stuff by utilizing different tactics. But at the end of the day, even with social media and all the technology changes we have going on in the marketplace, the bottom line is still about selling stuff and selling it to the customer when they need it, what they need, and how they want it, and making sure that you meet their particular needs. It's as simple as that.
Scott, what do you see as the future challenges in your market?
You know, it's an interesting question. I think the biggest challenge that I think all of us face in marketing today is the unknown. I can't tell you what it's going to be like a year from now. I really can't. And I would dare say that anybody who does tell you what marketing is going to be like a year from now, 3 years from now, mm-hmm. has no idea. Because the change is occurring so fast. But I think the biggest challenges are staying relevant to the customer, meeting the customer's needs, and being able to continue to drive sales and drive sales at a lower cost. Because marketing has become a very numbers-oriented game. It's not about doing advertising anymore. It's about doing advertising that sells a product. Branding, it's not quite like it used to be. I mean, if you take a look at most of the spots on television today, most of them aren't about branding. They're about demand generation.
If you could shed some more light on how your job is becoming even more numbers focused.
You know, I think that, especially for college graduates, and I think for anybody in the marketing field, you've got to understand that the language of business is numbers. That's the language. Marketing for so long has, frankly, not learned that language. It's been about branding, and it's been about brand appeal, etc. That's the reason why I think most marketing has failed, frankly, in the eyes of management, is the fact that marketers can't talk the same language that your CEO, CFO, and CIO talks about, which is what's the benefit to my shareholders, what's the benefit to my price on the stock, et cetera, et cetera. So everything surrounding marketing, in my opinion, needs to be numbers driven. If you can't measure it, why are you doing it? At the end of the day, that's what it comes down to, because this is about changing revenue. It's either decreasing costs or increasing revenue. It's one of those two things. It's pretty simple, but as a marketer, you have to be able to talk that language.